Fellow citizens and residents, good evening. It is with a sense of pride that I bring to you, for the first time, the Minister of Education's National Report on the Performance of Students in the Caribbean Advanced Proficiency Examination CAPE, the Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate CSEC, and the Caribbean Certificate of Secondary Level Competence CSEC, all offered by the Caribbean Examinations Council CSEC. I will also share with you insights from the test of standards sat by children in the primary grades 3 to 6. I now move to the Caribbean Advanced Proficiency Examination CAPE. CAPE is taken by students in the Division of Arts, Sciences, and General Studies at the Clarence Fitzroy Bryant College and at the Nevis Sixth Form College. Students write CAPE examinations at Unit 1 and Unit 2 in selected subject areas, usually taking Unit 1 in their first year of study and Unit 2 in their second year, and have 5 years in which to obtain an associate's degree. The total number of candidates in our colleges sitting the 2015 May to June CAPE examinations was 515, an increase of 13.43% over 2014. Exams were written in 48 units across St. Kitts and Nevis. There were 1,836 subject entries, an increase of 12.22% over 2014, with 1,576 entries, returning passing grades for a national average pass rate at CAPE for 2015 of 85.84% compared to 84.66% in 2014, which is not too far from the regional average of 90.7%. The CAPE results for the Clarence Fitzroy Bryant College for the academic year ending 2015 saw 371 students registered for the CAPE examinations compared to 397 in 2012, 352 in 2013, and 335 in 2014. There were 1,248 registered subject entries, 74.91% or 935 being Unit 1 courses and 25.09% or 313 being Unit 2 courses. Of the 1,248 registered subject entries at the CFBC for the 2015 examinations, 87.90% or 1,097 entries returned a passing grade, of which ones and twos were 22.78%. The following subjects returned a 100% pass rate: Art and Design, Units 1 and 2, Chemistry, Unit 2, Computer Science, Unit 2, Digital Media Units 1 and 2, Entrepreneurship, Unit 1, French, Units 1 and 2, Geography, Unit 2, History, Unit 1, Information Technology, Unit 2, Performing Arts, Unit 2, Music and Dance, Pure Mathematics, Unit 2, and Spanish, Units 1 and 2. All other subjects returned a 75 to 97 pass rate except Chemistry, Unit 1, Economics, Unit 1, and Pure Mathematics, Unit 1. Nevis Sixth Form College. The 2015 CAPE results for Nevis Sixth Form College were a total of 144 candidates compared to 138 in 2012, 122 in 2013, and 119 in 2014 were registered for 588 subject entries, an increase of 34.24% over 2014. Of the total entries, 75.85% or 446 were Unit 1 entries, while 24.14% or 142 were Unit 2 entries. Of the 588 subject entries registered for CAPE at the Nevis Sixth Form College, 479 or 81.46% compared to 80.14% return graded results, of which 1s and 2s were 23.79%. The following subjects attained a 100% pass rate: Agricultural Science, Unit 1, Art and Design, Unit 2, Biology, Unit 2, Caribbean Studies, Chemistry, Units 1 and 2, Geometrical and Mechanical Engineering Join, Unit 2, Information Technology, Unit 2, Management of Business, Unit 2, Physics, Unit 2, and Spanish, Unit 2. All other subject areas returned a 70 to 76% pass rate, except Geometrical and Mechanical Engineering Join, Unit 1, History, Unit 1, Literatures in English, Units 1 and 2, Pure Mathematics, Unit 1, and Sociology, Unit 1 and 2. The overall pass rate for the 2015 CAPE examinations at the Nevis Sixth Form College stands at 81.46%, which is slightly higher than the 80.14% achieved in 2014. I wish to congratulate the students and lecturers at the Nevis Sixth Form College and the Clarence Fitzroy Bryant College, Division of Arts, Sciences, and General Studies for their diligence in most instances that has contributed to another year of sterling performance by our students. I commend the parents for their support and acknowledge the contribution by principals, teachers, and others. The 2015 most outstanding CAPE students are as follows. From the CFBC, Christian Bryden with 7 Grade 1 passes. From the Nevis Sixth Form College, Tyler Martin with 4 Grade 1 passes. From CFBC, Chavez Lawrence with 3 Grade 1 passes. From CFBC, Jamalje Basu with 3 Grade 1 passes. CFBC, Philmon Roberts, 3 Grade 1 passes. CFBC, Raisa Herbert, 3 Grade 1 passes. CFBC, Samuel Hancock, 3 Grade 1 passes. CFBC, Taji Hamilton, 3 Grade 1 passes. And from the Nevis Sixth Form College, Nikolai Williams with 3 Grade 1 passes. As is customary, the declaration of the winner of the state scholarship and his or her runner-ups for 2015, as well as the best student in the cognate areas, will be made after a full determination is made on that matter. Performance of students in the Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate, CSEC. CSEC, or CXCO level, is usually taken at the general and technical proficiency levels by students in 5th form of our secondary schools. In recent years, we have seen entries from students at law firms as well. The total number of candidates across all our schools sitting the 2015 May to June CSEC examinations was 743, a 3.23% decrease compared to 767 the previous year. Exams were written in 33 subjects across all schools in both Nevis and St. Kitts. There were 4,719 subject entries, with 3,908 entries returning passing grades for a national average pass rate at CSEC for 2015 of 82.81% compared to 78.91% average of the 3 preceding years, while the region returned a 68% pass rate. The ministry is quite pleased that the following subject areas have turned out 100% pass rates: Agriculture Science Double Award, Building Technology Construction, Clothing and Textiles, Physical Education and Sports, and Theatre Arts. 90 to 99% pass rates were received for Agricultural Science Single Award, Building Technology, Woods, Economics, Electronic Document Preparation and Management, EDPM, Food and Nutrition, Home Economics, Management, Information Technology, Mechanical Engineering Technology, Office Administration, and Principles of Business. School departments responsible for these subjects ought to be highly commended for this outstanding achievement. Of concern, however, is the continuous decline in visual arts at 31.11%, human and social biology 65.64%, physics 68.60% also returned decreased performances this year. English language returned a pass rate of 72.48%, an improvement over the 68.13% in 2014, while registering a -2.16 decline in the number of entries this year. Throughout the region, the pass rate this year stood at 59%. Mathematics has put forward its best showing for the past 3 years, as it returned an 80% pass rate and a 3.5% increase in subject entries over last year, with the region producing a 57% pass rate. Consequently, the Ministry of Education will be taking a closer look at the number of students given the opportunity to write these subjects. I now turn to the individual high schools. The Bastia High School entered 110 students who offered themselves in 26 subject areas. Of the 728 subject entries, a 4.12% over 2014, 86.26% or 628 entries returned passing grades, which is comparable to the 86.96% obtained in 2014. 100% pass rates were received in Agricultural Science Double Award, Building Technology, Woods, Chemistry, Clothing and Textiles, EDPM, English B, Food and Nutrition, Home Economics, Management, Information Technology, Integrated Science, Office Administration, physical education and sports, principles of accounts, principles of business, and theater arts written for the first time in the Federation. Unacceptable returns were received for visual arts 10%, music 50%, and Spanish 56.25%. The Keyon High School entered 91 candidates for the 2015 CSEC exams in 28 subject areas. Of the 441 entries, a 7.71% decrease over 2014. 80.05% or 353 entries returned passing grades, which is the best performance ever, which is the best performance over the preceding 3 years. 100% pass rates were registered in agricultural science, single and double award, building technology, woods, clothing and textiles, economics, EDPM, electrical and electronic technology, English B, office administration, physical education and sports, and principles of business. Unacceptable returns were received for visual arts with no passes. Human and social biology 47.62% and biology 50%. At the Charlestown Secondary School, there were 96 candidates compared to 131 in 2014 in 29 subject areas. Of the 663 subject entries, 80.69% or 535 returned passing grades compared to 76.70% in 2014. 100% pass rates were realized in biology, building technology, construction, clothing and textiles, English B, food and nutrition, geography, home economics, management, mechanical engineering technology, office administration, and technical drawing. Social studies 54.76% and economics 56% showed unacceptable returns. The Immaculate Conception Catholic School entered 58 students in 21 subject areas. Of the 271 subject entries, a 40.96% increase over 2014, 84.13% or 228 returned passing grades. The school achieved in the 2015 CSEC exams a 100% pass rate in agricultural science single award, biology, chemistry, French, home economics management, office administration, principles of accounts, principles of business, and Spanish. All other subject areas returned 66.67% or higher. 54 candidates versus 69 in 2014 at the Gingerland Secondary School offered themselves for the 2015 CSEC exams in 27 subject areas. 84.05% or 295 of the 351 subject entries returned passing grades, which is an increase over the 80.49% realized in 2014. 100% pass rate was achieved in agricultural science single award, biology, building technology, construction, clothing and textiles, economics, EDPM, Electrical and Electronic Technology, English B, French, Integrated Science, Office Administration, Principles of Business, Spanish, and Technical Drawing. Physics, 50%, and Caribbean History, 52.94%, had unacceptable returns. At the Charles E. Mills Secondary School, 76 students, an 18.42% increase over 2014, sat exams in 27 subject areas. Of the 520 subject entries, 83.65%, or 435, returned passing grades compared to the 74.19% returned in 2014. 100% returns were received in agricultural science, single and double award, building technology, woods, economics, EDPM, French, office administration, physical education and sports, principles of business, and visual arts. Unacceptable returns were received in music, 33.33%, Spanish, 47.06%, and technical drawing, 46.67%. There were 62 students compared to 47 in 2014 taking the CSEC exams in 27 subject areas at the Fairchilds High School. Of the 404 subject entries, 75.50% or 305 returned passing grades compared to 82.37% in 2014. 100% returns were received for agricultural science, single and double award, building technology, woods, economics, EDPM, food and nutrition, French, home economics management, information technology, office administration, principles of accounts, technical drawing, physical education and sports, principles of business, and technical drawing. Unacceptable returns were received for visual arts, 20%, chemistry, 25%, geography, 43.75%, integrated science, 46.67%, physics, 50%, and social studies, 52%. The Washington Archibald High School entered 126 candidates, a 3.17% increase over 2014 in 28 subject areas, the highest number of candidates at any one school. Of the 894 subject entries, the highest number of entries at any one school, 86.02% or 769 returned passing grades. Unacceptable returns were realized in visual arts, 43.75%, electrical and electronics technology, 50%, and physics, 58.33%. 100% pass rates were received in agricultural science, single award, building technology, woods, economics, EDPM, English B, French, information technology, physical education and sports, and technical drawing. At the Nevis International Secondary School, 3 students were entered in 12 subject areas. Of the 22 subject entries, 50% or 11 returned passing grades compared to 78.26% in 2014. There was a 100% pass rate in Agricultural Science Single Award, Geography, Information Technology, Mathematics, Chemistry, and Physics. 0 to 33% unacceptable returns were realized for the remaining subject areas. The Sadler's Secondary School entered its second cohort of fifth form students this year. 67 candidates were entered into 26 subject areas. Of the 425 subject entries, 82.12% or 349 entries returned passing grades compared to 69.69% last year. 100% pass rates were realized in Agricultural Science Single and Double Award, Building Technology Woods, Clothing and Textiles, Food and Nutrition, Information Technology, Physical Education and Sports, Physics, Principles of Accounts, and Principles of Business. Less than satisfactory passes were obtained in Caribbean history, 16.67%, visual arts 40%, technical drawing 40%, geography 50%, and biology 50%. Commendation must be given to the Washington Archibald High School for having the highest number of subject entries, and to the Bastia High School for maintaining a consistent performance over the past years. Commendation must also be given to the Sadler's Secondary School that improved by more than 10% in their second showing, as well as the students of the Bastia High School that, despite their challenges, were able to achieve much success. I applaud the efforts of all schools and encourage them to continue striving for excellence. The 2015 Most Outstanding CSEC candidates for St. Kitts and Nevis are as follows: Virchilds High School, Tassani Steinbergen, 13 ones. Bastia High School, Kamau Grant, 12 ones. Washington Archibald High School, Xavier Jean Bass, 12 ones. Charlestown Secondary School, Cheslin Maloney, 11 ones. Charlestown Secondary School, Nikela Tyson, 10 ones. Washington Archibald High School, Angela Bryden, 10 ones. Bastia High School, Kayla Bass, 9 ones. Gingerland Secondary School, Derez Morton, 9 ones. Charlestown Secondary School, Paige James, 8 ones. Immaculate Catholic Conception School, Pernell Abraham, 8 ones. Washington Archibald High School, Glendecia Paul, 8 ones. Washington Archibald High School, Orwensia Haynes, 8 ones. Sadler's Secondary School, Trevicia Nisbet, 8 ones. Bastia High School, Antoine Blackett, 7 ones. Bastia High School, Joshan Rogers, 7 ones. Bastille High School, Yaruska Irish, 7 ones. Charlestown Secondary School, Joanne Evelyn, 7 ones. Immaculate Conception Catholic School, Amma Jima, 7 ones. Charles E. Mills Secondary School, Kedida 4, 7 ones. Varchilds High School, Laniqua Hendricks, 7 ones. Washington Archibald High School, Aljani Bridgewater, 7 ones. Washington Archibald High School, Suni Aquino, 7 ones. Sadler's Secondary School, Kizan David, 7 ones. The Caribbean Certificate of Secondary Level Competence, CSEC. The CSEC responds to the changing demands of education and is designed to certify the knowledge, generic competencies, and attitudes and values that all secondary school leavers should have attained. Students who successfully complete the CSEC would have also achieved a foundation for further education and training, expanded opportunities for entry-level employment, opportunity to articulate with other programs such as the Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate, CSEC, and Technical Vocational Education and Training, TVET. In order to obtain this certificate, a candidate has to pass 5 qualifying subjects over 5 years. Of the 9 schools that wrote the examination, passing grades were returned as follows in English, Mathematics, Integrated Science, Social Studies, French, or Spanish. Bastille High School, 199 candidates, returned 227 out of 264 subject entries for an 85.98% pass rate. Keyon High School, 152 candidates, returned 214 of 238 subject entries for an 89.91% pass rate. Charlestown Secondary School, 110 candidates, returned 204 of 282 subject entries for a 72.34 pass rate. Gingerland Secondary School, 42 candidates, returned 73 of 103 subject entries for a 73.78 pass rate. Charles E. Mills Secondary School, 122 candidates, returned 130 of 155 subject entries for an 83.87% pass rate. Nevis International Secondary School, 2 candidates, returned 6 of 6 subject entries for a 100% pass rate. Varchilds High School, 85 candidates, returned 126 of 165 subject entries for a 76.36 pass rate. Washington Archibald High School, 186 candidates, returned 396 of 413 subject entries for a 95.88% pass rate. Sadler's Secondary School, 57 candidates, returned 96 of 114 subject entries for an 84.21% pass rate. It is hoped that through sensitization, the CSEC will gain currency, which would lead to employability. Test of standards. The 2015 Test of Standard examination in mathematics, language arts, social studies, and science and technology for grades 3 to 6 were held during the period June 9th to 17th. A total of 759 grade 3 students, 764 grade 4 students, 741 grade 5 students, and 794 grade 6 students wrote the examination. Overall performance by grade. Grade 3 for St. Kitts, 60% average. Grade 3 for Nevis, 63% average. The average for the Federation, 62%. Grade 4 for St. Kitts, 57%. For Nevis, 61%. For the Federation, an average of 59%. Grade 5 for St. Kitts, 51%. Nevis, 51%. The average for the Federation, 51%. Grade 6 for St. Kitts, 53%. For Nevis, 62%. The average for the Federation, 58%. Grade 3, with an overall average of 62%, had the best performance in the Federation for all grades for 2015. Grade 5 had the weakest performance. All grades received an average of more than 50% for 2015. This is an improvement over 2014, where grade 5 had an average that was less than 50%. All grades had an improved performance over last year, with grade 4 achieving the largest gain of 5 percentage points. Both islands had an average of more than 50% for all grades and improved over last year. Nevis had a better performance than St. Kitts for grades 3, 4, and 6. For those grades, Nevis achieved a performance of over 60%. The best performance in terms of grades was grade 3, with a national average of 62%, and grade 5 had the lowest national average of 51%. This means that the trend of grade 5 having the lowest average continues. The national average was higher for all grades compared to last year. Grade 4 had the largest gain of 5 percentage points over 2014. Nevis's performance was better than St. Kitts in terms of the overall grade average for grades 3, 4, and 6. The girls continue to outperform the boys from grades 3 to 6 on all subjects, and by as much as 7 percentage points as in grades 4 and 5 in terms of overall average. The trend continues this year as in previous years. The improvement in the national average for all grades is reflected in the improved performance of the various subjects. Mathematics had averages ranging from 57% grade 5 to 66% across the grades. Social studies had averages ranging from 54% grade 5 to 63% across the grades. Mathematics and social studies improved across all grades over last year. Mathematics improved in grade 3 by 11 percentage points and by 9 percentage points in grade 5 and 6 percentage points in grade 4. Social studies improved in grades 3 and 4 by 8 percentage points and by 6 percentage points in grade 5. In grade 6, all subjects had averages above 50%, with science and technology having the highest average of 65%. Higher order questions continue to pose challenges to many students. Questions demanding the cognitive skills of analysis, application, and evaluation continue to be weak areas in the various subject areas. Writing composition continues to be a weak area across all grades. For social studies, map skills, and time calculations in different time zones continue to be challenging to students. Problem-solving questions continue to pose challenges to the students in mathematics and science and technology. In concluding, overall, the 2014-2015 academic year has been a very successful one. I pause at this time to say a heartfelt thank you to all stakeholders who contributed to this significant achievement of our nation's youth. Take a bow. You deserve it. I digress briefly at this point to express my pleasure at the transformation that is taking place with the inmates at Her Majesty's Prison, where 15 of them wrote 19 subjects and returned 18 passes, or 94.73% pass rate, which comprised of 9 grade 1s, 6 grade 2s, and 3 grade 3s. At the New Horizons Rehabilitation Center, 6 students wrote 18 subjects and returned 10 passes, or a 55.55% pass rate, which comprised of 3 grade 1s, 3 2s, and 4 3s. Our sincerest thanks to Mr. Nourish Nital and the management and staff of the New Horizons Rehabilitation Center. For CAPE, we have had slightly improved pass rates in both St. Kitts and Nevis over the past year. It is apparent that much work needs to be done in a number of subject areas to ensure that our students get the very best chance of achieving success in their studies. At CSEC, we have had an unprecedented number of students performing exceptionally well. Their names have been mentioned above. Overall student performance has been acceptable. However, emphasis needs to be placed on improving the quality of grades returned. The ministry takes note of the fact that although there was improvement in mathematics this year, we should not be complacent. CSEC will continue to create the foundation needed in the core areas at the lower secondary level, and we will endeavor to invest the necessary resources and have the mechanisms put in place for improvement in tests of standards. As we close this chapter of the 2014-2015 academic year, we look forward to another year with great expectation. We intend to capitalize on our strengths and replicate our successes while working incessantly to conquer our areas of weakness and promote even greater success among our students. Let us then continue to pray for even greater resolve and commitment on the part of our teachers and education sector managers. And may we work together as parents, educators, and members of the wider society for the continued improvement of the education system and the overall empowerment of our young people. May God bless us all. Thank you.